Helium certainly is a low-positioned coin with the ticker HNT that certainly has a by and large present worth of $1.41 and a market capitalization of $203,628,420, which sort of is genuinely critical. Digital currencies basically have pretty lengthy past a purpose in being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure vendors, really, as opposed to prevalent thinking. These days, it's a resource class that is considerably controlled and, surprisingly, took on as legitimate delicate. Some truly huge speculation banks even truly gain helium and genuinely other digital forms of money altogether to safeguard their resources under administration, against a dashing expansion that disables the conventional monetary business sectors. Presently, now is the right time to, in a real sense, uncover our short, mid, and long-haul expectation of the improvements on the HNT market that truly depend on the readings of our fundamentally novel crypto unpredictability record that truly assists us with checking the market feeling and explicitly expect where in which the market means to go, which really is genuinely critical. At this point, the cost of helium really is $1.41. While the coin presently ends up at 88th spot in the sort of generally speaking positioning. The set in every practical sense, positioning sort of is assessed based on the resource's truly present value, that in a real sense is duplicated by its fundamentally current market capitalization, an equation that explicitly is applied all through all monetary business sectors in an essentially huge manner. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions, so our clients certainly get the most applicable information in regards to the presentation of advanced assets in their portfolios, which is genuinely critical. It's likewise essential to consider the verifiable information that permits framing a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its bearing. On October 4, the cost of helium especially was at $1.43 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change especially added up to 0.92%. 7 days prior, on September 28, HNT in a real sense was esteemed at $1.42, and that intends that from that point forward, the cost in a real sense has vacillated by 0% in an unobtrusive manner. A month prior, on September 5, the market member laid out the cost of helium at $1.54. Subsequently, the coin really has made an 8.31% move to arrive at its especially present standings, most certainly as opposed to prevalent thinking fundamentally. Notwithstanding, as currently made sense of, the cost of helium isn't the main for the most part factor that we consider while making the cost expectation. It's likewise essential to, in every practical sense, keep an exceptionally sharp eye on changes in the market capitalization of the computerized resource under survey to have an especially clear perspective on where the market most certainly is going. The examination of market capitalization in every practical sense conveys fundamentally equivalent significance in both digital money and conventional business sectors, or so they thought. As a matter of fact, a similar numerical methodology sort of is utilized to sort of decide the kind of by and large position and notoriety of computerized resources and stocks, for example, in opposition to prevalent thinking. Changes in market capitalization, really sure or negative, generally are likewise characteristic of the manner by which the said market could head, as well as the resource's truly potential for making gains or posting misfortunes in both fundamentally short and extremely long-haul points of view. This specific measurement for the most part is additionally used to check the strength of helium, comparable to the remainder of the digital currency market, the progressions in which could likewise offer clues at its future exhibition. To sort of decide the especially current market capitalization of H, likewise, high exchanging volume typically exhibits that the liquidity is streaming into that market, which shows the general revenue in the digital forms of money and guarantees exceptionally smooth execution of exchanges, which especially is very critical. Nonetheless, it should explicitly be in every practical sense noticed that the information connected with the continuous exchanging volume isn't that kind of much reasonable for making long-haul cost expectations, however it typically gives significant understanding into the by and large current market circumstance. Hence explicitly is critical for short and mid-term cost estimates, generally completed by our really restrictive calculation in an unpretentious manner. A savvy digital currency financial backer mustn't dismiss this metric while picking section or leave point. The guideline here in every practical sense is to especially get into the activity when the volume fundamentally begins to rise, when the cost essentially is pushing out of the combination region, and most certainly forsake the boat once the volume starts to drop after an impressive meeting, truly in opposition to prevalent thinking. It's surprisingly better assuming those cost moves explicitly occur in the areas that concur with generally high volume, which especially are normally shown through tall bars on the really comparing marker that in every practical sense is implanted in all crypto exchanging terminals, which is genuinely huge. Taking care of that, we should audit the exchanging volume recorded on the Helium market throughout the accompanying time periods, which is very huge. Throughout recent hours, the exchanging volume related with HNT arrived at the place of $645,880 win in a kind of large manner. Yesterday, on October 4, the normal weighted exchanging volume recorded toward the finish of the exchanging time frame remained at $864,466. 7 days prior, on September 28, how much HNT that basically was traded between market members truly was assessed at $942,190 amazingly. Presently sort of comes an opportunity to for the most part make sense of exhaustively the pith of the crypto unpredictability list, CVIX, since it's a focal point of our cost expectation model that permits us to predict the way that Helium will fundamentally follow throughout the following 1 to 5 years, exceptionally in spite of mainstream thinking. CVIX basically is the consequence of the fastidious work of our group of market specialists and programming engineers that surfaced with a truly novel equation for checking and envisioning the normal market unpredictability and enhanced it with the imaginative kind of profound learning calculation that filters through a variety of verifiable market information to especially convey the best Helium cost expectation in the business. NT, we duplicate the circling supply, the boundary that will truly be fundamentally made sense of later by the kind of present worth of the digital money under survey in an unpretentious manner. Starting today, the market capitalization of Helium explicitly remains at $203,628,420, which shapes the reason for present certainly positioning generally was referenced before. Yesterday, on October 4, HNT had a market capitalization of $205,447,134. Keep going week, on September 28, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to was recorded at $204,840,662, Ursa the thought. A month prior, on September 5, the market worth of Helium sort of was evaluated to be $222,083048. Complete stock considers the quantity of coins that have previously been created by different means, for example, through mining in a huge way. These digital currencies can in a real sense be utilized either for dynamic exchanging or put away in financial backers' wallets or with caretakers. This genuinely metric likewise considers the coins that really have been eliminated through the cycle called consuming, which for the most part is applied to control the expansion rate incredibly. At this point, the genuinely complete stockpile of Helium is laid out at 223,000,000 HNT. Ultimately, the flowing stock certainly is utilized to basically ascertain the market capitalization and most certainly evaluate the coins especially current remaining in the positions as opposed to prevalent thinking. It indicates the sort of by and large measure of HNT that generally is as of now exchanged across all trades, barring